Hello and welcome to Middle-Aged Geek Girl. I'm Sally. Today I have a haul video for you and it's of 6 cross-stitch kits that were kindly sent to me from Biggest Craft. So let's check them out. We'll start off with this one first. Now this is a beaded cross-stitch kit. It is of this cute little bunny holding a strawberry, and it's not very big, so it's a good one to do. Having a look at it, you always get with these beaded ones, you get the instructions here. Now, of course, I can't read Chinese. I think it's Chinese writing, but you don't need to worry about that. I mean, you can always use an app like Google Translate or something if you need to, but it is pretty straightforward here on what you have to do. But having a look, like I say, if you can't quite follow it with the bits and pieces you get, always use something like Google Translate, and that's not a drama. And it is such a wee tiny little keyring. As you can see, the whole canvas fits in my hand. So the little bunny itself, if I get out my trusty ruler here, is only about, take it from, I think that's the point there, 3 centimeters by about 4.5 centimeters. So it's a really definitely a wee tiny little bunny. So yeah, it's going to be a bit like hard to hold in your hand. I would definitely keep it in one piece whilst I was putting the beads on it, and then worry about cutting it in half and sewing it together, because yeah, or imagine having to hold that and trying to sew it. Yeah, no, definitely. It's so tiny but so cute. So as we said, without understanding what that writing says, they are your definitely your different colors of thread there. You can see it there: black, white, red, green and pink, and you should have corresponding seed beads. So white, black, red, and you get your green and your pink together because there's so little of them needed. So, and of course it's a keyring, so you get the actual keyring. So all of the bits and pieces are there together. This is such a tiny thing, like a really quick stitch, you would get that done in a day. I would probably take a couple of days because like with everything I've got to put it aside until I feel it. But yeah, that is just so small and so cute, and I think, dare say, it's going to be a little bit fidgety, but I do love it. Such a cute little image. And nicely, oh, and I forgot, the most important thing is you do get your stuffing to put into it to make it a fluffy and stuffy keyring. So all of the pieces you need are there, except, oh no, I was about to say except for the needles, but they're there. And so you do get, I think there's 4, well, yeah, 4. So there are 4 needles included, and you do need the thin ones in these cases because it is seed beads you're dealing with. And then because they're so small as well, they're not consistent in size either. So you might find that you get some that are slightly longer than others, but it all works out in the end. Because it is such a tiny thing you're dealing with, it doesn't really matter. But there it is again, very cute. So this is the last one in the Schoolbag series. There are 6 in the series and I now have all of them. I left this one for last because it's lavender and I'm not a big fan of lavender in real life. So it was sort of the least favourite of the items I want, or the series I wanted to get, even though, I mean, it is a beautiful image. I'm not going to take away from the image itself, just the plant, lavender plant itself, I am not a fan of at all. But I got it and now I have the full series, so that's pretty good. And because they're not big, like it's 14 count and it's at 18 by 21 centimeters, they're all around that size. You could frame them all in the one frame once you've done all 6 if you wanted to. But there is the image, very detailed, but the good thing is the background is usually a half stitch, so it's not so bad. There is your chart. So it's always with Joy Sunday, nice and big, very easy to read. And it's also the shiny squeaky paper, so it's not going to be too easy to destroy. Highly, highly detailed. And here is the actual stitch sheet. So it is 26 colors in total, and yep, so full stitch, half stitch, back stitch and French knot. So not too bad. We'll look at the canvas next, and here it is. And as I say, it's not very big, 18 by 21 centimeters, but looking at it like this, you cannot see what the image is. Like bringing the image back next to it, it is very, very like just a blob of colors, because it is way smaller obviously than that. And seeing it side by side is a good example of why a chart like this is always important, so that you can actually follow it through if you do get lost with looking at your actual pre-stamped canvas. But it's stitched off around the edging to stop from fraying, so that's all really good. It looks like it's printed clearly, it's just that it's just very detailed, so it does get a bit like blobby to look at, a bit all muddled in together. But there is your 2 needles and just 26 colors, so it all comes on one card. And if I spread it out like this, we'll be able to see them all at once. So there are your colors, and of course lavender, so it's going to be purples, which is, I love purple as a color, as it's the smell of lavender I don't like. It's never been a favorite of mine, but color wise I love the colors. So these colors are really pretty. It is going to be a nice image once it's done, and having all 6 of them now is fantastic. So I have got the full set. So very, very happy with that. Alrighty. So I'll put this one aside as well. Now the next 4 came, or you can order as separate individual canvases, or you can order them as a set, and it's called the Seasons Kids Set. As always, there will be links to all of these kits down in the description. So I got them as a set, and as you can see, it's tree houses with kids, but following your 4 seasons. So you've got summer, autumn, winter, and summer again. So I think that one labeled summer is probably meant to be a bit more spring. Yeah, I'd say it's spring, but there are definitely 4 clear seasons. So let me put these and show you these in order of the seasons as we're currently experiencing them in Melbourne, Australia. So we're currently in winter, and then we're going to go into spring, and then we go into summer, and then we go into autumn. So that's the order of which Australia is currently experiencing its seasons. So we'll start off with winter. Now they're all 14 count, and they're all around the same size. Yeah, 27 by 28. There's 2 at 27 by 27, but this one is a 27 by 28, and it clearly is winter. And boy, are we experiencing winter. I reckon this has been the coldest winter we've had here in a very long time. We are getting a bit of an Arctic blast, so it is very cold. I'm feeling the cold, and if I'm feeling the cold, you know it's a very, very cold winter, because normally I'm always way too hot. But here is the chart. So it goes over 2 pages, a little bit there. Now the thing, there's the image just to show you as well. Now the thing, of course, even though I'm in the Southern Hemisphere, everything is got Northern Hemisphere bias. So of course when they do winter, they mean Christmas. But for us here in the Southern Hemisphere, Christmas is summer. So I don't get this entire snowman thing for Christmas, because it just doesn't happen here. It's just something we've got to deal with out in the Southern Hemisphere, that everything is a Northern Hemisphere bias. There's 24 colors, and it's just got full stitch and back stitch, so not too bad at all. And even though it's a bigger canvas, say, than the other one, it was not really that much bigger, but it is bigger. You don't have to do the whole piece. There is a lot of white space here. So really, it's not too bad on the stitching. And I love the fact that they've made their colours for their skin tone here on the printing. It's this light blue, so they look like they're frozen little popsicles in the snow. But this one, a good example, again, like less colours, so you can sort of see the image a bit more as to what it's going to be. It's not as busy as, say, that Schoolbag one was, so this one should be really good for a beginner to follow. Stitched around the edges, of course, and there's enough of a border, and remember, all of this soaks off in water, that if you wanted, like it does say the word winter there, but if you wanted to put some other phrases or extend anything out, you could, because there is enough of a border around the canvas to do so. And we'll look at the colours again. There's your needles attached there. They're only going to be on one card because, as I said, it was 24 colours. And there they are. So really pretty colours. Obviously lots of white and blue because it's a bit icy and cold, but some other pretty colours in there as well. So yeah, a nice little kit. Okay, next season, as we will experience it here in the southern hemisphere, of course, is spring. So I'm counting this one as spring, even though it says summer, because we've got sort of springy colours like a sakura colour and daffodil-ish type flowers. So I'm considering this one spring. This one is a 27 by 27. Here is your chart. So this one is printed this way, so most of it's on this side, and flip it over and you get the rest of it on that side. That is your image there. It's really cute. Love the colors in this one already. And again, full stitch and back stitch with 29 colors in total on this one, so not too bad. Again, just 2 basic stitches, so yeah, quite a good one for beginners. Again, here's your canvas, printed really clearly, stitched off, and yeah, fairly easy to see and follow. Maybe these little bits where it's just like one stitch here and there might be a bit harder to see, but as I said, you've got a really detailed chart, so it shouldn't be too hard to follow at all. And what I do, I tend to follow both anyway. I use this, but if I'm unsure, I then go and look at the chart as well. So that's why I keep saying, I know I keep harping on about it, it's very, very important to make sure you have a really good chart as well, even if you are using these pre-printed canvases. And we have the thread here. Now they've done it over 2 cards, because it's just one lot of one-sided on these cards. That's okay. We got your needles there, no problem. So here we have colors 25 to 29. Really pretty pink there. And the first 24 colors are all on this card. So again, really gorgeous colors. So yeah, definitely to me, spring colors. Yep, so that one is going to be cute as well. They're always cute. That's why I choose them. I mean, I'm not going to choose kits I'm not interested in, really, am I? I guess it's a bit silly to say that otherwise. Next in the order of seasons, as we will have them here in the southern hemisphere, of course, is summer, and this is the summer treehouse one. It's 14 a count again, and 27 by 27. Alrighty, so here we go. This one's printed. Oh, this one as well, this way. This isn't on the squeaky paper, but it's not as shiny as the other ones have been, but detailed beautifully again. And it flips this way for this one. But there is your image. Really pretty, really cute. Of course, summer is the least of my favorite seasons. I hate it with a passion. I hate being hot. So yeah, I don't like summer at all. This one's got 27 colors in it. Yep. So I'm dreading it's going to be a hot summer. If it's been a really cold winter, we might get like a really hot summer. Blech. Let's not think about it. So here is your canvas, stitched off beautifully, nicely detailed. And you remember you only have to do that part. So you've still, again, got a lot of border space. If you want to put some of your own text or flair to it, you can always do it. Oh, and I forgot to say, it is just, again, the 2 stitches, full stitch and back stitch. So perfect. And not too busy. You can sort of understand what's going on in this picture looking at it. So really quite cool. And this time they're bright yellow on their faces, which is obviously not the color that you're going to use when you stitch, but in how they've printed this out, you've got bright yellow. So that must be because they're on fire because it's summer. Blech. Now, what did I say? I've forgotten already what I said. 27 colors. There's your needles. Perfect. And this is on the one card as well. So I can push it out like so. Beautiful. I chose the white background today on purpose so that we could see all the colors beautifully if I could do this. So there you go. Very summery colors. That screams summer. But obviously you need the green for the treehouse and stuff like that. And that is the color of their faces. Even though it shows it as yellow on the printed canvas, that is the actual skin tone there. So a nice color range. This is the last one, and it is the autumn treehouse. It's 27 by 28, 14 count. And you can already see, whoa, very autumny colors. There is your top part of the chart. There is your bottom part of the chart. And that's the other thing. This one says fall on it. Of course, I would change that to autumn because I don't call it fall. And again, it's full stitch, back stitch, and 27 colors on this one as well. And this is the last one, so I can sadly say none of them had my favorite color in them. What a shame. I was looking. And I do have the ring on standby, but yeah, I just don't need to wear it these days. I bought it and then I've got nothing through with 666 on it. Such a bummer. But here is your canvas, stitched off, nicely printed, easy to read. And a little tiny word there, so you don't even have to put the word in if you don't want to. I think it's pretty obvious it's autumn by the colour scheme. But you could put the season on all of them if you really wanted to make it streamlined. And this one comes in this type of card situation. So it's over 2 cards. There are the first 24 colours. Very pretty. And there's the last 3 colours, which are there. So yeah, really cute kits, all of them. So let's bring them all back in and fan them out for one last look. There's your school bag, there's the winter treehouse, the spring, the summer and the autumn treehouse, and not to forget this adorable little beaded keyring. So there they all are, the kits that were kindly sent to me from Biggest Craft. So once again, a big thank you to Biggest Craft, and a thank you to everybody for watching. Let me know down below in the comments what is your favorite kit, or what are your favorite kits if there's more than one. I love to hear from you and I always respond. And as always, if you can't think of anything to say, leave an emoji and I will respond in kind. If this is your first time stumbling across my channel, or if you have watched for a while and haven't yet done so, please consider, or actually please do, subscribe, hit that like button and also the notification bell. It all helps out my channel. It helps out the algorithm to recommend it to other people and new viewers. So it's always appreciated. If you are interested in supporting the channel further, I do have a Ko-fi and a Patreon account set up, and the details are up here on screen. But that will do it for this video. So everybody, until next time, please stay safe, stay weird, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.